Hey guys, so today I'm here to share with you this 10-minute stretch routine for the legs I've been doing for maybe the past year. It's great if you skateboard or run or do any exercise with your legs. This helps to kind of reset them and get them feeling loose again if they're sore or tight. There's about 7 stretches in this video I want to say. I usually hold them each for about anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds depending on how sore I feel, but that's up to you really. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing like a follow along kind of video. So if you guys want to follow along, you can. If not, you can just save it for later. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so for the first stretch here, it's going to be mainly a hamstring stretch, although it does stretch the calves a little bit too. What you want to do is keep your legs straight and keep your back as straight as possible as well, and then slowly come down to a 90-degree angle like I am doing in the footage here. And then make sure you keep your head aligned, and you can look forward as well if you want to. Alright, and the next stretch coming up is going to be a quad/thigh stretch. So what you want to do, as you can see in the video here, is kind of put your shin up to a wall, and the closer you put your knee to the wall here, the better the stretch you're going to get. So if you're just starting out, put it a couple of centimeters away from the wall, and then, yeah, like you see in the video, just put your other leg at 90 degrees and try to stand or sit up as straight as possible. Oh, and an additional note, I recommend kind of breathing through with these stretches. So what that means is basically every time you exhale, try to push it a little bit deeper and get a little bit more of a stretch. And then after 40 seconds, or however many seconds you want to do it for, just repeat for the other side. Here I'm going to do it from a forward-facing angle, just so you guys know what it looks like. Alright, so this next stretch coming up here is going to be a calf stretch. Just bear with me here. I didn't film the best angle right at the beginning, but basically I'm going to be moving up in a second here. So what you want to do is put one leg, just kind of hook it over your heel, and keep your leg a little bit bent, and then kind of put your hands down forward on the carpet and just push into your calf, and you should feel a stretch in your calf. So that's where you can see my hand position. That's just what my hands look like during the stretch. And once again for the other side, I'm just going to do it from a forward-facing angle so you guys can see what it looks like a little better. So here you can really see my foot resting on top of my heel, my other heel, and yeah, that should give you guys a pretty good stretch. So next up, this stretch I believe is called the butterfly stretch. It's really good for your groin and yeah, pretty much just your groin in that area over there. So what you want to do is spread your legs and try to push your knees down as far as possible. And what I like to do to get a better stretch is kind of bend forward a little bit like I'm doing in the video here. I notice that stretches my groin a lot more than if I keep my back straight. But it's really up to you. Just do whatever feels the best for you. Alright, next stretch is also I believe this is a hamstring stretch. One thing that's very important to note for the stretch is you don't want any bend in your knees. So it's going to be really easy. You're going to notice that your knee starts lifting up. Just make sure you engage your leg and keep that knee pushed down just to get the most optimal stretch. And then if you can see here, I'm doing with my right hand, I'm kind of also reaching over to my foot. This is going to give you guys a nice lower back stretch, or more of like a lat stretch. So I guess like the side of your lower back. And yeah, like I said, hamstring stretch. And then again, if you put your hand up there as well, you get a nice lower back stretch too. And then remember to breathe through your stretches. Alright, next up, this one is a hip stretch. This is probably my favorite stretch of the bunch. This one, it just feels downright amazing, but it's a little bit complicated, so try to just follow what I'm doing in the video here. And then the stretch comes from really cranking your back and kind of rotating it as much as you can. So yeah, like I said, this will stretch your hips, and then also your T-spine will get a nice stretch as well. And once again, switch to the other side. I think I do like a different angle here on this other side. So once again, you guys can kind of see a little bit better what it looks like. And just try to open up your chest as much as possible. Apologies for the camera cut there. My phone died in the middle of recording, so I had to redo that little part. Alright, last but not least is going to be another hip stretch. So it's kind of difficult to film this, but basically here I just put my right leg at 90 degrees, and then my left leg just sticks out straight, like towards my back. And yeah, the stretch here really comes from pushing down your chest toward, I guess, your heel. So in my case here, it would be if I push my chest down towards the left side, that's where I would get the most optimal stretch. But yeah, just like all the other stretches, just play around with it and see what works for you the best. So here you can kind of see I'm trying to push my chest down to get that extra stretch. other side as well. Here I tried to get another front facing angle, but as you can see, it didn't really work out that well. The camera kind of cut off, but that's okay. I'm basically just doing the same thing. I hold my front leg at 90 degrees, stick my back leg straight out, and then just try to push my chest down as much as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the stretch routine. As you can see, I'm going to be done in about 5 seconds here. But yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully it makes your legs feel nice and limber. I know for me it works. I do the stretch routine every day. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have questions, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Oh yeah, make sure you shake out your legs at the end of the stretch. Get everything realigned and stuff. All right, have a good one.